Okay, here's my camp in Alaska, the first one. I'm on top of the world still. Just coming down towards chicken. Just got finished tightening the chain. It was severely loose. Throws off my measurement if I adjust the chain when I'm empty, so I had to give it a few extra turns. Hopefully that's going to help. It was really noisy. Kind of drying some of the gear. It was down to around freezing last night. Got a little frog in my throat still. There was ice in my water cup and so on. Let's see. I'm deciding that I'm doing the tent too tight, at least side to side, because I'm leaving that gap there. And when it gets cold, that's a problem. Warm, it wasn't a big deal. Limited wood here, so I didn't make a big fire. And this morning had warm water, but I couldn't really heat it up to make tea. Call it warm tea. Last night I had a good fire though. That felt pretty good. Hey, I finally got the chair out. I've been looking at this chair forever because I never actually unpack it, but the picnic table was too far from the fire and I didn't feel like dragging it over and wanted something to sit on, so I thought I better get the chair out. And yeah, it's got some dirt from the dumpster. What else? This is just typical amount of mud that I'm packing around. It's coming off in flakes now, so hopefully I'll vibrate some of it loose now that I'm dry. Got about 5 cans of tuna left. I'm going to eat one this morning. Maybe 4 more left. I'm going to dig through the bags and clean out my trash and dump that here before I go. Otherwise, things are going well. It was cold last night. Pretty big moon. Didn't rain. It spit on me a couple times this morning, but nothing serious. On the power situation, both batteries were disconnected, so I was getting no power out of them, which I knew I was having problems because I wasn't getting any power to my cigarette lighter, so now I got a blue light on that. So what happened was when I broke the bracket on this side and I tied it up with string, it hung, but it was just pulling enough that it worked the wires loose on the battery. So fortunately it didn't short anything out. Seems like it's all working now. I had metered it this morning and I'm over 12 volts still, so we're putting out power still. So as long as I can sit still, I got the solar panel that's charging, and I got the little camera up there charging. I don't have a long enough cable to run it anymore. That's the cable from the water purification. I bought a bunch of batteries for AA's in Dawson City. 15 bucks for a 10-pack, so a little bit much, but what are you going to do? Now I can run the GPS again and so on. Let's see, what do I even look like today? That's probably no worse than normal or so. Nice thing about short hair, nobody really can tell. It's going to be nice to wash it one day though. I haven't washed it since Edmonton. Let's see, what else? That's pretty much about it. Normal day at the camp. Picked up some flyers here. Check these out. Maybe there's a map or something in there. Hopefully they got some campsite maps. Water here was potable, no order to boil, so that's nice. I filled up some of my bottles again. I should be at the end of the bumpy road, or at least the gravel road, so I filled up the 2 big canteens. And both 1 liter Camelbacks are full now. So basically everything is full. Light on food, so I can go heavy on water again. I think the next time I get a chance to hit a grocery store, I'll buy some more chili, because I think I ate the last can last night. I'm down to tuna now, so start filling up on that again. I know there's 2 Costco's in Anchorage, so depending how I feel, I might just wait and hit Anchorage and fill up a little bit there. I made a kit for chain and tire work, minus the irons. I could probably pull the irons out, but I already packed all the tools up. But my problem was I couldn't adjust the chain without, let's see, I had pliers on this side in the front tool kit. I had the sockets and the wrenches under the gas can on that tool kit, and the breaker bar was in the ammo can in the back, and the ammo can was covered by a bag of clothes and the chair, so it was just a kind of a cluster. So now I've got the breaker bar, the socket, a couple pliers, a crescent wrench, and some cotter pins all in a bag, and I'll keep that with the chain lube. It's one of those things you got to do for a while to figure out where your problems are. I also pulled the air filter, and to me it didn't look that bad. I dusted it off. I had a rag, so I wiped it off real good. So that'll be better. A lot of dust and dirt down in the bottom of the air box, but not completely caked or anything like I thought it might be. So I thought it was funny at Dawson City they were doing some Costco shopping, so they've got my trail mix was at Dawson City, but it was like $19.99 for a pack. In case I haven't talked about this before, since this tent doesn't have a floor on it, I end up taking the tent down first and then taking the stuff out that's inside. I don't have to worry about getting to it. It's a lot easier with the tent out of the way. Mostly dry now. Muddy. Pick it up by the pole grommets. Flat. Ropes in the middle. Half, and then half the other way. That's all we need. Better. Yep, time to leave. The bugs are finding me. this is the air mattress, I thread that through the same straps. Straps on the side here instead of bungees. Cinch it down better. Duplicate what I did on the top. Tie up to the side here. I'll throw the net over that. Okay. A few little odds and ends. Here's the gear that I wear. Nothing over here. Some gloves. Most of that, like these two, I keep in my jacket. That one and that one. This is part of that. That goes in the food bag, food bag, food bag, food bag. There's the food bag. Food bag, trash, food bag, eat, food bag. Okay, so we're good. Food bag goes on the back. It hangs from the top and it ends up sitting right about there. And I can see I've ran my battery just about dead on this camera, so it's time to stop.